My name is Wayne Sapper. The company is King Displays. We've been in business since 1938, third generation. We specialize in theatrical displays, point-of-purchase displays, high-end digital printing, and display work.
Wayne, what was your history with the Colex SharpCut leading up to your purchase?
Well, I know of Colex and Werner and his company for many years. He's always been an innovator of bringing good products to the market. And a couple of years ago, I went to a show and I saw he had introduced a router and iCut system. At that time, didn't have the iCut system, but it was a nice little router, but it wasn't perfected yet. So about a year and a half later, we went to another show, and he did an amazing job of getting the right people to reconfigure it and rebuild it, and it turned into a very interesting unit. And one of the nicest things about it was the price. For years, I've been looking for a routing system like this, but it's always been either $100,000 or $120,000, and that was out of our budget for right now. So we saw his product, and I became very interested in it.
What were the important issues King Displays considered before purchasing the Colex SharpCut?
Well, I think there were several different reasons. Number one was my relationship with Werner. I knew him for many years. I know of Colex. The router, they proved to me that it was an actual very good working, good performance, good quality machine. And those were very important because when you only have one unit, the last thing you want to do is have a unit that breaks down and you hold up your work. Another thing was the price. The price point was an excellent price point, and it definitely came in with our budget, within our budget.
Was the Colex SharpCut instrumental in increasing your client base?
Well, it has so far. The word's been out, and our salespeople are getting the word out that we have this tool, and we've been able to go after some jobs that we weren't able to do before because of the requirements of cutting things out. And before the Colex router, we were doing things by hand, and we couldn't keep up with the demand and the quality and the quantity of doing it by hand. So yes, I would say it definitely has.
How demanding are your clients' turnaround times?
They're pretty demanding, especially the theatrical people. Their time constraints are amazing. The turnaround time is usually right away because we do a lot of set backgrounds and things like that, and most of the things that we have cut out, they need to implement them in the set right away or have them replaced right away. So the demands are pretty tight.
How easy or difficult was it for your staff to learn the Colex SharpCut system, and was Colex responsive to your needs?
Well, the first question is, they were here when they installed it. They took the time to go over in great detail the implementation of how to work it. We had about 2 or 3 of my employees work on the Colex. I don't work on it myself, but we have some excellent people here that have learned it and have become quite proficient in it. So I would say yes, they're very receptive to it.
Does the Colex SharpCut keep up with your volume of work?
Yes, it does. We were not a high volume shop, but lately we've been getting into more display work and things that normally we would have subcontracted out. We're doing in-house, so that's helped us obviously increase our profit margins, but it's also been able to keep up with whatever we put through it.
Wayne, would you recommend the Colex SharpCut to others?
Yes, I would. I think it's a very good, dependable machine. And the service, when we've needed it, has been very quick, and that to me is very, very important. Because when it's down, and instead of taking a couple of days to get parts, they're usually here either that day or the next day with the parts. So that's been a big help. It hasn't broken down, but when we first got it, there were some issues that we had, probably because of our lack of knowledge on it, that they came and fixed right away. So they've been very cooperative and very good with their service.
Do you have any interesting stories about the Colex SharpCut?
Not really yet. I mean, the biggest surprise is that we see things that we didn't know that we would be able to do on our own, and it's kind of nice when you look at something and go like, who did that? Did we do that? Wow, that looks really nice. And we're looking forward to having it and using it for many years.